So what have been your biggest sort of wins and losses? You said you hold the majority of your portfolio in Bitcoin. What about some of the altcoins?
Solana's been really good. So I bought a few Solana early days back when it was quite expensive. It was like $200 a coin, and then watched it go all the way down to 15.
You and me both.
Yeah. And that was pretty desperate, but I had used it a little bit and been on the network, and I knew that, I don't know, it just seemed like it was a quality sort of product, and so I bought a bit more when it was down in its lows, so that was good. I sold some on the way up. Like once it had gone like 3x, I was like, here I go, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Sold out. To be fair, like you can't really pull it out and buy a pool unless you do some of that. I mean, it can always keep going higher as, I guess, a trap even we always keep falling into.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with taking profits.
Yes. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. So Solana's definitely been, other than Bitcoin, by far has been the best buy. And even just more recently, anytime it's sort of, it's just shown so much strength. Anytime it's taken a dip, I've been sort of topping up again, and it, so far it just always bounces back in ways that so many of the other tokens don't, like Polygon and things like that. I got into Phantom like when it was going pretty strong, like I think it was around 2020, but then I got right into they had that Tomb. There was like a Tomb site where you could...
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. Yeah. You get the crazy yields.
Yeah, that's right. It was massive yields, and it was pegged to Tomb, and so you buy Phantom tokens and Tomb tokens. Anyway, it depegged, and I had a lot in Tomb, and they all just went to worth nothing.
Yeah.
And then I also had a couple of Phantom wrapped Ethereum, which is, I had no right to be buying anything like that. I've got no idea what's happening. But I was just like, I was seeing 10% returns for Ethereum, and I had Ethereum. I was like, okay, well, so I'll just wrap them, move them over into the Phantom network. And they also, I don't know if the term is depeg, but they went from being worth, whatever Ethereum was at the time, say $3,000 down to $300, and I had four or five, and so I just did my ass on those. And there was no recourse, and Phantom didn't do anything. The network certainly didn't make anyone whole.
No.
So I'm kind of burnt on them. And what are they? They've renamed, haven't they?
To Sonic now?
Sonic, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I don't hold any Phantom or Sonic. And I guess more recently that Rune.
Thorchain. Yeah, okay.
Thorchain. Yeah. I was a fair believer in them, but they've just absolutely plummeted. And I'm hoping you two might have some information on that. What's going on?
I think
with that?
they had some financial struggles with the protocol, and there was concerns around insolvency for a little bit there. I think the sort of lending and borrowing protocol they had was like you would deposit your ETH or Bitcoin, and in return you'd get your
like a derivative coupon.
Yeah, exactly. But
similar to what you just described.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but as the price of Rune started to head downwards, I think they weren't able to sort of meet those financial obligations. And sort of people couldn't claim that Bitcoin and Ethereum back if they wanted to. So they paused withdrawals on Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is always a concern.
That's scary. Yeah.
But if it means the whole thing doesn't fall apart, maybe it could come back.
Yeah. I know they've worked out a little bit of a restructuring plan, like over 90 days. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't know. Typically with so many products out on the market these days, like when you have something like that, it's hard to come back from because people will just always have that in their mind.
That's my caveat to it. Yeah. Like it sucks, but like when there's so many other products to choose from, or that didn't exist in 2021, 2020. It was like 3-4 big players.
Yeah.
Now you could go to, Sui Chain or like Say Chain. There's like all these different things doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Very competitive.
Yeah. Okay.
But who knows? Like,
who knows? Yeah.
I know. Yeah. And I mean, if you're like me and you're in it, like it's kind of like you can sell out now and maybe scrape a little bit back, but maybe it'll turn around. I don't know. It's hard to know when you're.
That's it. We're all waiting till we're knowing in this space.
Yeah.